This was my first. This was my first squat workouts since I got back from vacation. I'm having a hard time finding a really good groove in high bar squats. Thinking about going back to low bar. The form doesn't look too bad. I do feel the stress on my lower back. And even if there's slightly less emphasis on the quads and a little more into the hips and stuff like that, I think that's okay because I'm not giving up my front squats. Always following with front squats. So my quads feel absolutely fried even on my deadlift days. And deadlifts don't have a huge amount of flexion in the legs, nothing compared to squats. And yet I feel like I do those and I feel some fatigue in the quads, and then I do the front squats, which are enormously quad focused. So I think the main thing is that I need to, if I go back to a more low bar squat, I just need to keep the reps and not get caught in the trap of going too heavy to where, maybe I'm doing 5 or 6 reps and feeling like the weight is crushing me, which I think is maybe not the best if I'm doing a low volume workout. Then I think having somewhat higher reps, I feel like that creates fatigue better in the muscles. And whereas if I was going to do, and I've done it before, I've done like a 3 days a week push-pull legs routine where I was doing like 6+ sets of squats, and then maybe followed by some walking lunges or something like that. Just like almost all squats, and I made pretty good progress as far as the amount of weight I was lifting, and most of those sets I was doing 5 or fewer reps. But that's not really what I want to do right now. I think I'd rather stick with the lighter weight and feel like it's something that I can handle. Not that I'm not going hard, because I am. And I'm going pretty much to failure, like RPE 9 or 10 every time. But I want to feel like I've got the weight under control. And I think we got 12 reps here on the front squats. I'd like to get up to 15, and because I've been front squatting with 85 pounds for a bit, and if I can get up to 15 reps, then I can go up to 90, and hopefully then shortly after to 95 pounds. I think that would definitely be a good milestone for me. If I can do 95 pounds and still keep up the form that I've been using, getting really deep on most of my reps And of course, with the front squats, you can't overdo the hip activation or lower back work, because you're going to drop the bar. The nature of the front squats force you in a good position, and I do really like them. And I always feel it in my quads, especially the vastus medialis, which is the little teardrop part of the muscle, which I don't really feel that much when I do back squats. Keeping up my higher reps, I'm still using the purple band here for dips. I'm getting like 10, 11 reps at least. So that's pretty good. I'll keep working on that until I can get up a little bit higher, until I get up to the 15 reps, and then hopefully work my way to doing that with body weight. I'm doing some negatives with body weight, and I really feel those in my chest and my triceps and my shoulders. Surprising amount of fatigue in the deltoids from doing dips, despite the fact that you're not pushing your arms over your head. And then, of course, I'm alternating these on different days with the incline dumbbell press, which I also really like. I like the stretch and contraction that I get on the incline dumbbell presses. Never been a big fan of traditional barbell bench presses. I don't feel the stimulus that much. I don't like the angle of it, but I like incline dumbbell presses, and I like dips. So I'm going to stick with those for the time being, and lessen until I decide I want to try something different. And here I'm setting up for my overhead presses. Also like these with dumbbells. I like these presses with the dumbbells, the ability to bring my arms together at the top. I think it's more natural. Yeah, it's true. I can't lift quite as much total weight as if I were doing it with a barbell. But at this point in my life, that's not really my priority. My priority is to stay healthy, and if I can do that, and just doing it in a way that I enjoy. See, when I do the overhead presses, though, and I'm not doing incline dumbbell presses today, but and maybe I'll go over this on the next one when I do incline dumbbell presses. But when I do incline dumbbell presses, my hands are not quite they're not quite parallel with each other. They're sort of at like almost a 45-degree angle, which is what feels natural for that movement. For this movement, I like to stay a little closer to keeping my elbows a little bit more flared out, so that the dumbbells are staying in line, almost as if it was a barbell that had like handles that were sliding along the barbell. And of course, it'd have to go through my head too because, overhead presses. But anyways, yeah, I like the dumbbell presses. That's why I'm doing them. I'm doing them on both days. I'm not switching off with like a barbell press or something like that. Thinking if I want to stay with the Yates rows. When I was on vacation, I did some dumbbell rows because that's all they had in the gym were dumbbells, and it was pretty good. I got a really good contraction at the top. I did dumbbell rows, chest supported, running against a bench, and I did like those quite a bit. There's things that I like about the barbell rows too. But I'm thinking, well, what do I want to do? I want to do my pull-ups then with dumbbell rows instead of doing the Yates rows followed by pull-ups. We'll see. I might try it next time. And see how I like it. The thing is these little Kensui pull-up handles that make for the parallel bar grip. I really like them. I get a great contraction, a great mind-muscle connection when I do with those. It's pretty narrow grip, maybe slightly more narrow than shoulder width, but I found a width that's comfortable for me. And, you'll see I get up there and I squeeze it at the top. And I really feel it in the lats. And I do feel it some in the arms as well. The biceps and the forearms tend to get pretty trashed as well. So we'll see. Really able to focus on just pushing those elbows down and back as I do this exercise. It's amazing for upper body. Two of my favorite exercises are basically calisthenic movements. And then here, of course, also I'm using the band.